describe a yoga class with Julie as extremely relaxing, kind of refreshing, and in a way cleansing. I mean, at the end of it, I feel kind of like there's nothing going on in my brain anymore, like super, kind of like a reset sort of thing from everyday life. So it's like a fresh start.
I think my expectations with any yoga class is to feel that my mind will relax, that my body will become a little bit more active, and to have the opportunity to stretch, but in a gentle, healthy way, and to get a little over time to gain some strength. Those will be my general expectations. And what surprised me is that sometimes it appears we're doing very little in class, and yet I can feel it, I can feel it in the class, and I can feel it later that my body is working, that I'm active. There's some things that are very small and very subtle. So I was really surprised by the subtle levels that we could work on and how tangible they were at the same time. I could really feel them. They're physical and very apparent. Yeah.
Ayuda muchísimo a abrirte, a abrir el cuerpo y además a calmar la mente. Por ejemplo, cuando tienes un día terrible de trabajo, viene fenomenal para desconectar totalmente.
It's a really good chance to slow down within the week and to have space to just reconnect and to rest. It's resting within movement and resting deeper into your own body.
It's an opportunity to focus and to get rid of distractions or any worries, and it's a chance to really focus and concentrate on the here and now.
Movements. The practice is very, very meditative, and it goes very deep, and the yoga sort of unfolds from that place. So just giving yourself that permission, actually, and which Julie does beautifully through the use of language with the way she instructs and guides through the class.
There's always a feeling something is complete. It leaves me with a feeling of maybe peacefulness, or feeling very relaxed, or floating. Sometimes I've had that sensation.
I recommend these classes because they enable you to really get in touch with your body and how you're feeling on any given day, and work from where you're at on that day. And because I think it's a perfect balance of being gentle but not easy, and yet it takes you further than you would otherwise go.
I like the way that Julie explains things. Like, I think sometimes they're quite complicated concepts, but Julie explains them in a way that's quite easy to understand. And I like the instruction.
In Julie's classes, I find that she is so thorough in the concentration on what we are actually working with, that it becomes a very profound experience.
I would recommend Julie's classes to anyone who's ready to allow themselves to give themselves that nurture and that reconnection. And I think I've been to several courses of Julie's classes with different groups of people, and I've seen the process of people joining and kind of getting it, kind of gradually becoming more still and more more allowing of themselves to actually this is my space, this is my time, this is a place I can just really nurture myself.
That they are an amazing opportunity for self-care.
As a kind of antidote to busy lifestyles and being very much in your head and having a lot allow other parts of our mind to be nourished, the parts that we don't use, then for me it feels possible to go back into the world and do what I need to do, but it comes from a more grounded place and a more self-caring place, because it's not just this constant pushing of clarity, I suppose, of being clearer and able to prioritise better, and just all these, just to use body and use mind better.
Some other classes, not all, but some of them, they're more about like doing the posture. That was the aim of the class, whereas in Julie's classes that's not really the aim at all. So I think I prefer the focus in Julie's classes not being on having to strain every muscle in your body to try and get into a posture that you can't necessarily get into.
Where does the focus go? What does it you
It goes
enjoy?
more inside, I think. It becomes more internal. Yeah, it goes more onto what you feel your body can do as opposed to what somebody else is trying to tell you that it should be doing.
Para estirar y expandir el cuerpo después de un día muy duro, ¿no? Muy metida dentro del ordenador, como muy ocupada ahí, ¿no? Y es importante porque el cuerpo al final se queda así como agarrotado y pequeñito, y con las clases de Yuli yo he podido abrir el cuerpo. Eso es fundamental y para mí es súper importante.
There's a really great sense of connection with the breathing, just the different parts of my body, understanding and feeling, locating those connections between parts of the body that I hadn't previously explored.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an understanding that it's all connected. It's definitely more of a focus on like everything is connected and your body is all one. Yeah.
Connection between mind and body. I've been practicing. I feel that this connection gets stronger and stronger each time.
But generally being calmer, I think. Like especially when I started doing the yoga classes, I was quite stressed about a particular thing. And now I still have the thing, but I'm calmer about it. So I think my attitude towards it has changed. Or I'm able to accept it more, that it's there and it's not going to go away, but I can deal with it better.
Suffering from an injury in my shoulder, and the influence of Julie's teaching has enabled me to see my body as a unity rather than a shoulder that is playing up, and see that shoulder in relation to how I use my body in general.
A feeling of empowerment from this practice. I feel that regular practice has enabled me to grow and develop in strength and empowerment, and I've really felt my strength in understanding of what I'm doing, understanding the practice a lot more.
He tenido problemas con las lumbares. Me ha venido fenomenal porque me ha aliviado por completo, he fortalecido por completo todo lo que es la parte de la espalda, el abdomen y esta zona de aquí. Puedes fortalecerla, lo que llamamos el core del cuerpo.
Feeling more flexible throughout my body, really feeling the benefits in all areas of my body and in my movement, not just while we're practicing, but also I can feel this on a day-to-day basis when I'm at work, for example. I feel I'm a lot more aware of my body and my posture and my position, how I hold myself.
At the end of the class, there's a feeling of lightness and a feeling of being in touch with my body, a sort of body and mind coming together, which I really enjoy.
I would say feel kind of whole. Yeah, just like whole, sort of integrated.
Hago una clase de Yuli y cuando acabo es como mi cara de felicidad, de descongestión, de energía, la energía la limpio, bueno, es maravilloso.